So guys, to not get confused, I had to cut chapter 5 in half. So I'll be reading the full chapter 5 today, and then I'll be reading the other full chapter of chapter 6. That didn't make no sense what I just said. Anyways, forget that. Moving on to the video, let's start. Young Bakugo left the dining room and went into the living room. So he started to say, Bakugo looked at you. You turned away while not talking anymore. Bakugo turned on the TV, went to YouTube, and you saw him search up Mr. Beast. You rolled your eyes. You started to think, I'm in a dress, Bakugo's in a suit, our parents are dressed up, and my brother just happens to be with friends. You scoot closer to Bakugo. Hey, Bakugo. You whispered while nudging him. He asks, he looks at you, and pauses the videos. Trying to sound annoyed. Doesn't this seem suspicious? You asked. I don't know what you're talking about, he said, rolling his eyes. You pout and annoyed at the fact he's acting like that. Why I think it's suspicious is, thank you for asking, he said while scrunching your nose at him. No problem. You rolled your eyes. It's that I'm in a dress. You're in a suit. Our parents are dressed up, and my brother just happens to be with some friends. Shut up. You're making it sound like you're trying to put us in an arranged marriage, he said. He both paused. Bakugo sighed. Oh, fuck. Parents' point of view. You know how we are part-time heroes, right? Because we have to watch YN at home. Oh, yes, Mitsuki said. We were wondering if you could take care of YN since we can't be staying home all the time. When there's a lot of people need saving. Of course, she's such a darling, Mitsuki replied. Ryan's point of view. Oh fuck, Bakugo says. I'm not really one to curse, but oh fuck, it's right. Hey Bakugo, should I use my quirk to listen to the conversation? You asked. Still whispering, he nods his head. After listening to the conversation, Bakugo looked at you and saw you were blushing. You stopped feeling flustered, but your face was still bright red. You noticed Bakugo looking at you. He was blushing. They aren't actually, he started saying, your eyes widening. No, I only heard part of it and got flustered, you explained. You stopped using your quirk once Bakugo started talking. Your parents walked into the room. So, why are you two blushing? Mitsuki said while smirking. No reason, you said. This is to remain a secret, Bakugo mumbled. Would have been a secret anyways. Anyway, Katsuki, YN's gonna be here a lot, so don't be surprised if you find her even after school, Mitsuki continued. Okay, he replied. Did this boy just say okay? Mitsuki thought, and you're not gonna argue with me about this? Nope. YN, sweetie, stay as long as you like. You can even move in here. Wow, I've never seen Katsuki act like this, Mitsuki exclaimed. Your parents chuckled. Whatever. Oh, look at the time. We should get going. Your brother's probably home by now, your mother said. All right. See you tomorrow, YN, Mitsuki said while smiling. Mitsuki signaled for Bakugo to show them the way out. He got up from the couch and opened the door for us. See you tomorrow, Mitsuki, Bakugo. You said while leaving. Mitsuki was upstairs while you guys went out the door. Your parents were walking ahead of you. Hey, Popsicle, Bakugo said while holding your wrist. Call me Katsuki. Your eyes widening. Okay, Katsuki. I'll come up with a nickname for you later. You can call me whatever. The writer didn't pick an actual nickname, so whatever nickname you want, go ahead. Insert it in that blank, okay? Bye. You waved after he let go of your wrist. You turned around and left, while Bakugo watched you leave and closed the door, and went up to his room to sleep. I know I started the conversation, but what the fuck just happened? Bakugo thought. In your room. You changed into sleepwear, washed up, and jumped on your bed. I better charge my laptop if I'm going to Katsuki's tomorrow, you thought. I still can't believe he let me call him Katsuki. I mean, boy, could kill me right now if I called Katsuki without his permission. But since he let me call him that, I'll let him call me N/N, which stands for nickname. Does this mean we're friends? Eek! I made a friend. Can't wait to go to his house tomorrow. YN. It was my mom calling me. I'm going to sleep or whatever. Not like I'll be able to go to sleep from my excitement. You went downstairs to see what she needed. What's up, you asked? Yeah, your father and I decided to get you a phone if you're going to be training at UA with your uncle. You're going to Mitsuki's house even adds more of a reason why you should get a phone. He replied, "Oh, okay, thank you. You didn't really need it because you'll be staying at home for most of the time, but anyway, but hey, having a phone might change something." You went back upstairs and opened the door to your brother's room to see if he was sleeping. "Hey, you awake?" You saw him doing homework. You went inside and stood next to him. "Are you finishing up your homework?" "Yes, but I'll go to sleep right afterwards," he replied. "Okay, make sure you get some good sleep. You're off tomorrow anyway, so you can sleep in," he said while smiling. "Yep." You gave him a kiss on the cheek and left his room and closed the door not to annoy him. You opened the door to your room and turned off the light and jumped onto the bed. Oh yeah, Kasu and goes to the same school as my brother, who's also off tomorrow. That means I can spend the day with him. Yay, spending the day with my new friend. How fun. Right. That is called Katsuki Katsu. I guess that's his nickname. It matches with him anyways. I think he might like it. More like he'd be fond over it. You lay on your bed, looking up the ceiling and thinking, still, I can't believe I made a friend. Wait, guys, ignore these clicks. Okay. Chapter 6. Depending on how long the chapter is, and depending on how long the recording is, I might chop off chapter 6, but I'll try not to. YN, wake up. You open your eyes to see your mom, nudging you gently. You yawned and finally stretched, then finally sat up. I messed that one up. You yawned and stretched, then finally sat up. Get up, I'm not going to wake your brother, as he's still asleep from last night. But you need to wake up. Go get changed. You'll be going next door, she said as you left the room. You got up and went to your closet. I'm not going to go anywhere special, so I don't need to wear any fancy clothes. I'm going to wear again, I have to cut out some parts because this thing is not gender neutral, and I want my channel to be as gender neutral as possible, so I'm going to have to cut out some stuff. You put on a casual outfit. You looked in the mirror. How cute. You brushed your hair and brushed your teeth. And to clear this thing up, you do have a bathroom in your room. You get out of the bathroom and grab a bag to put the stuff you need in. You grab your phone, laptop, notebooks, pencils, etc., and put them in. Then you go downstairs to see if your parents were still there. Mom, you said just before you heard the front door close. You check the time on your phone. 5:30 a.m. Wow, it's early. I should go next door. You make a sticky note and write, "Hey, big bro, I'm going next door. Mom and Dad are working, so if you want, you can wake them up." and come over. You place the sticky note on the counter, turn off the lights, and leave the house. And lock the door, of course. You walked over to Katsu's house, and you tried to go very fast but also slow. You don't want to get kidnapped. You walked up to the door and knocked. You stand there for about 2 minutes until someone opens the door. Why in? Why are you doing here so early? Come in, child, Musuki said with a tired look on her face. Morning, Musuki. My parents went to work and my brother is sleeping, you said while walking in. Oh, what's that in your hand? She asked. Oh, it's just the stuff I need for online school. They may be off today, but I'm not, you said as you lay your bag on the couch. Musuki chuckled. Okay, if you need anything, you can ask me. Actually, I'll be sleeping. If you need me, ask Katsuki. He'll be waking up soon anyways, she says. She walks out of the room and yawns. You set up your laptop on the kitchen counter and take out your notebook for math. As you logged into your account, you hear someone upstairs. You turn to see Katsu. He stops walking for a second and then looks at you, and then starts walking to the kitchen again. You're here early, he says while yawning. I'm here already, but why is he up so early? My parents already went to work, he said while bringing up the lesson on your laptop. He nods his head, indicating he understands. He gets water and sits down next to you to see what you're doing. You look at him and then look back at your laptop. This math is simple, he said with a smirk. I didn't even have a chance to look at it. You smile at him. You read the lesson and begin your math problems. How simple, he said while smirking. See, I told you. He says to wash his cup and put it away. You're hungry, he says while grabbing a pan. A bit. But if you're gonna go cook, let me do it, you said while getting up. He looks at you with a confused face. Okay, he says while giving you the pan. You cut him off. I'm afraid you might blow it up, you said while snickering. He growled, I'll blow you up. You laughed. You started to cook eggs, and Bakugo was looking at your lesson and you. After cooking the eggs, you started to cook bacon. As you finished cooking and divided the eggs and bacon onto 2 plates. Hey, Katsuki, have you ever tasted syrup with bacon and eggs? You asked while turning around. He looked at you. Katsu? He asked, while raising an eyebrow. Okay. You looked at each other, then looked away and both blushing. Want syrup, you said, trying to change the topic. Nah, he replied. Okay, suit yourself. After finishing your breakfast, okay, guys, I just scrolled through the whole thing. It's gonna be long, so I probably have to cut it off. Anyways, after finishing your breakfast, you washed your plate and put it in the dishwasher. Then you continue on with your homework. Shortly after, Katsuki finished his breakfast and went to the living room. You checked the time, 6:13 a.m. You decided to take a break from your lesson since you could do whatever you want to do. And you got up from the chair and started to walk to the door. Bakugo's point of view. You heard Ryan's footsteps. Get from the chair and getting away from the kitchen. Great. What is this dumbass doing now? You got from the couch and started walking towards the kitchen. You hear the front door open. You continue walking to the front door. After reaching the kitchen, you see that YN closed the door behind her. What the fuck is she doing? You open the front door to see her sitting on the front steps admiring the sky. She turns around. You stop and look at her. The wind blowing in her hair slightly, and the light from the half-shown sun lighting up her face. You couldn't help but stare. Katsu, you heard her say? Ryan's point of view. You hear the door open behind you. It was Katsu. He was staring at you. Why is he staring at me like that? Do I have something on my face? Nah. Katsu, you said while raising an eyebrow. He stopped staring. He closed the door behind him and he sat next to you. What's your dumbass doing out here? He scowled. Why? He said, squinting your eyes, smiling. Was the mighty Katsuki Bakugo worried? You said while grinning. For your information, I was not worried about you. The only thing I was worried about was the thought of the old hag nagging me how I didn't watch you and make sure you didn't get hurt, he said while rolling his eyes. You could have at least lied to me. No need to be so cold, he said as he turned away. You said shorts. What did you say, short stack? He replied. Nothing, exploded, bitch. You got up and went inside. Bakugo was dumbfounded. I didn't know that little girl can curse, he thought. After thinking, he followed you inside. You got back in your chair and started the math lessons. Okay, this is where I'm going to end it here because then it'd be too long and YouTube's going to cut it off. So I'll be finishing part 6 tomorrow, and I'll be doing chapter 7. Because of YouTube restrictions, I won't be able to do a lot. So I'll be cutting like each chapter in half. So I'll be finishing chapter 6, but then I'm going to have to cut off chapter 7. So, yeah, that's how it's going to go. And this story has 16 parts. I flipped the whole thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.